To the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you collective energy reading for none other than my collective. I hope you are doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. Alright, so I always say we ain't gonna be here long, and then we be here long, so I'm not gonna say it. But I don't intend to be here too long. Anyway, the downloaded message initially was about obsession and not love. Like, it's obsession, it's not love. That's what I was hearing earlier today. And then right before I decided to come on, Spirit said, no, we need fresh starts and new beginnings. So I don't know if obsession is gonna show up, but I got conflicting messages, kind of. You know, I was gonna play a video for you tonight. I still might play part of it, but the challenge with the video is that it was super long and I was going all day. So I didn't get a chance to time stamp it like I wanted to. Like, surmise it. He's very monotone, the person, or the AI, I don't know. But it was great information. It's just, ooh, if you're not, you gotta be interested in it. You're gonna be interested. So, let me see if I can get it up. Oh, I restarted. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, okay, okay. Oh no. What's up, sis? Trying to get my audio, my other video together. All right, let me see. Oh, that's Instagram. Oh, is that the one? Don't pick me. Yesterday. Okay. I got a couple videos, so let's play this one first. Welcome to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the comment section or the video. Let me know. No, I can't give you admin. You see this, Sherry? Can I give you admin? No, sir. That's not how this works. But thank you for coming. Thanks for your views. Those are energetic donations to the channel. Very appreciated. We get ready to get started with a collective energy reading. This channel, we unpack tarot, oracle, and the human mind, body, and soul. Okay? So we get into the psychology, mostly relationship advice, self-worth advice. Okay? So if you're here for that, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. All right, we appreciate you being here. Get some more light on this. And we getting ready to get started this Friday evening. I hope everybody's doing great wherever you are. So we got a little self-love video. I'm about to play this. Hopefully it'll play well and loud enough for you to hear. Oh. And why can't I hear this? What's with y'all? Oh, there you go. Might serve you better. See, I was not. Okay, damn it. I can't see. Meant to be compared. I was meant to be chosen. See, love is not a. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, gosh.
Don't spend time trying to weigh me on the scale of convenience or rationalize why another choice might serve
What
you
country is
better.
that?
See,
Is that
I was
Chile?
never meant
No.
to be
Is that
compared, I
Chile?
was meant to be
Portugal?
chosen. See,
Where you from?
love is not a pros and cons list, it's not a side by side spreadsheet of who texts back faster or who looks better on paper. See, I am not paper, baby, I'm flesh, spirit, and some fire. And you don't analyze fire, you respect it or you burn. Don't treat me like a backup plan, waiting on the bench of your indecision. If my presence doesn't feel like a priority, then my absence will remind you what priority feels like. And I'm not the maybe in your sentence. I am the period. I am not the side note in your margins. I am the headline in bold. And baby, you can't have love a headline. Either read it fully or don't read it at all. See, don't call me friend when all you mean is convenience. I am not the just checking in text you send when loneliness fills your corners. I am not the shoulder that you lean on after you've exhausted everyone else. I am not a rainy day investment you only cash in when storms come. My presence is not discounted. You can't reach for it only when you are broken in spirit. And don't stand in a workplace and think that my excellence is optional either. I am not the spare idea that you dust off when deadlines choke you. I am not the afterthought email you rush to send when leadership asks who carried the team. My brilliance is not seasonal labor, it's permanent and it demands acknowledgement, not convenience. And the next time that you debate whether my value fits into your convenience, remember this. You cannot bargain with what's priceless. You cannot discount what's divine. And if my name makes it to your table of choices, let it be also the name you cannot walk away from. Because if I am an option, don't pick me. I was never built for deliberation. I was built to be honored, to be chosen with certainty, and love with no hesitation. So if your love requires rationalization, if your friendship needs justification, if your respect for my work comes with hesitation, then step aside. Because I don't sit around waiting to be picked. I'm already chosen, my baby, by peace, by purpose, by God. And that kind of choosing cannot be reduced to any old option.
Okay. I hope you could pick up what she was putting down. I do. Don't pick me. All right. We get ready to get started. Ah, okay. Let me see if I could catch this next one. No, I don't. It's not the one I wanted to play. Yeah, I didn't really like how that audio on that one is. Hold on, you. I feel like I think that's the one I just played. Okay. See the one I thought I sent. Mm. All right. Well, we're just gonna move along. So we're talking about fresh starts and new beginnings today. Yes, she is dope. Sis is on point. Okay. So we get ready to talk about fresh starts, new beginnings. We clearing the slate. I don't know what you might be experiencing. I just know that for me, I need my slate clean. I need my pathways open. You know what I'm saying? I'm opening and embracing fresh starts. You understand? That's where I'm at. So take it how it resonates for you, but new starts, fresh beginnings is where it's at right now. That energy, we need to clean it up. Right now, across the world, we are experiencing a reset. And most don't know what the reset is gonna look like. And that's fine. But you have to define it for yourself. You gotta define it for yourself. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know about fresh starts and new beginnings. Loyalty. True friendship and loyalty are amongst the most important values. Be loyal to your friends. Spirit said basically you need to know who's going to be in your corner and who's not because everybody can't go where you're going. And that's just period. If somebody shows you inconsistency, disloyalty, confusion. Like she said, if you are an option, you really need to evaluate if you want to take this person wherever you're going. Because if you're clearing your slate, disloyal people should be the first ones to be off the list. Like, cut it. Disloyals, unappreciative, flaky, you know what I'm saying? People that disappear on you when you need them, but they appear when they need you. You know what I mean? Those need to be the first to go. All right, there you go, gift. It says you will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise, right? So Spirit is going to give you gifts. And not only does Spirit give you gift, but you'll be recognizing the gifts you already own, within yourself, right? And your gifts, when you get rid of, for lack of better words, when you lighten your load from stragglers, people holding on to you, or disloyal individuals, you lighten your load, and Spirit can prevent you with the gift. And I feel like if I got the right thumbnail, now I can begin. I don't know if that's on the thumbnail. I think so. Because I was going through my thumbnails and I was like, oh, I want this. And it was blacked out for some reason. But yeah, Spirit said now's the time to begin. Like, you lighten your load. Now we can start. My phone been wet. I was telling my husband, I said, my phone been wet, but I haven't dried it off. Meaning people been calling me, but my phone, I don't know if it's this iPhone, my phone, I don't know, but I had my ringer off for reasons. And I kind of like it off, but then it doesn't vibrate to give me a call, to let me know that I have a call. So I have to figure out why my vibration is not coming on and I'm missing calls. So it's been wet, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to dry it off because I've been too busy today. Today in particular, I had a lot going on. I just couldn't pick up the phone for everybody. It's whatever. It's whatever. Tell me more, Spirit. Opportunity. New job opportunities. Change of workplace or business. Change is coming in just in time. I mean, if you've been looking for that job, a new place to live with the job, it's coming. It is coming. But it's because you're shedding, meaning people are detaching right now. You're detaching from things that were holding you back, people that were holding you back, situations, family, whatever it was that was holding you back. That's in the past energy under loyalty. Whatever you were loyal to that you needed to reduce. The fact that you released it is opening up your gifts and your opportunities. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, endings. See? Challenge of the lesson. Endings. It says the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change. Rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. Listen, in order to move forward, it's called change and growth. And change and growth requires endings for new beginnings. You can't have a fresh start if you don't end something. What are you starting? You can't. You can't balance your life out with heavy things while you're moving on to something lighter. You're going to have to pick a side. And yeah, heavy things will still come your way, but you're going to have to pick a side. You feel me? Like, do I want to be on the side of my burdens? Or do I want to grow? Do I want to lighten my load? Do I want to ascend into higher heights in multiple ways? Tell me more. Star power, become an influence. Wow. Of a company and earn fame, popularity. Step into the spotlight. Ooh wee. So, hello. That's beautiful. And wealth. Wow. We getting new. Y'all, don't forget about your girl. So we got wealth at the bottom of the deck. It says you are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing cut a bitch off. It ain't nothing cut a bitch off. Listen. won't cut nobody off for the sake of money. Hear me out. But I will cut you off if you are holding me down, holding me back, slowing me down. Let me tell you what I cut off. When I was in my early 20s, college, I met a guy, he smoked weed. Now, back in the day, our weed was not this chemical shit that these kids smoke now, okay? That stuff nasty. I wouldn't even try it. But back in the day, ours was more pure, had the seed, you knew where it was grown, or you didn't know, but you didn't. It was mostly pure, unless you was willing to do that tainted crap, and I didn't do that. So I realized that yes, it was enjoyable at that time, but at the same time, I couldn't wake up. I didn't want to get up the next day. I didn't want to do anything. Like it robbed me of all my get up and go. And I was like, yeah, I feel like this has to go. I think I probably did it like 2, 3 years tops. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm over this. Why? Because it was robbing me of my ambition, my drive, my energy. And it had to go. Now I got rid of that thing. And it wasn't an addiction for me. It's just something that I didn't like the psychological and physical effects of it afterward. Now, I started applying that same concept to people. Had a friend. We trauma bonded. Didn't know what trauma bonded was, but I did know that every time I talked to her, I had a headache. And my husband pointed that out to me and was like, "Why you talk to her if you always got a headache?" And I was like, "It's my friend." And I ain't gonna tell you how it went down, but we stopped talking. And it wasn't me; it was me being positive with her, and she didn't want that. And so I don't know if she was an entity attachment type person. I don't know what you would call it, but I know that in hindsight, I understood that this wasn't a healthy friendship, if that makes sense. So when I realized, me personally, y'all, this is my journey I'm speaking of that pertains to where we going with this. When I realized I feel drained by somebody, that they don't add any purpose into my life, or they take away maybe my attention, maybe my time, maybe I'm pouring too much into them and they're not pouring anything into me. And it don't matter who you are. I have learned that I can leave, I can move on, I can let go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, and then crowds too. Like I'm starting to realize I'm an intro. There's some new omnivert, I think they call it. But there's an introvert. I'm an introvert extrovert. Like I can go out and talk to the whole crowd, but at the same time, I would prefer to be home. I'm not. I don't. If I don't have to go, I don't want to go. And I know that if I can do all of that, but what I do know is I gotta come home. I gotta replenish. I need a day, a full day to recover. Unless I got multiple things to do, I can keep going. But when I stop, I need at least 2 days, a day or two to recover from absorbing everyone's energy. So on a one-on-one basis, if you are pulling on my energy, but yet you're not, like, I feel so drained, but you're not adding anything into my life. Like, you don't encourage me in any way. You don't make me smile. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. I gotta let you go. I gotta move on. I gotta let it go because I have learned that. What is that? Oh, okay, that's the line. I have learned that my capacity for those who cannot pour back into me is like here. Like I could deal with you to a degree. Like if I have to come across you, yes. But then I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna go decompress. I'm gonna keep my time very short with you because why could we why? And We don't realize it though. Those interpersonal relationships and situations too that we allow to drain us, keep us from our gifts, keep us from our wealth. You know what I'm saying? Certain people keep us holding on to stuff too. When you add confusion into the mix, they keep us holding on, and usually holding on to absolutely nothing. Like nothing's changing, nothing's growing there. It's just stagnant. So I don't believe in being no stuck individual, in no stuck energy with anybody. Like if I feel that, and it could be my sign. You know how it is with signs, right? Some of us don't like, we like our freedom. We don't like to be held down. And Sagittarius and Gemini is one of them, and we on the same axis. So I'm a Gemini sun and a Sag rising. You know, if I feel like you trying to control me or hold me back, you gonna be like, what? Did I know her? He gonna know me. You ain't gonna see me. You ain't gonna talk to me. We not going. Nope. Nope. Now the Gemini in me was gonna reflect that back to you in a way that you're not gonna like. I'll be ready for the petty. I do. Not all the time, but I'll be ready for the petty. And then the Sag is just like ghosts. But bye. We ain't really, I mean, we could have a whole lot to say if you want to sit down and hear it. And then we'll leave. Right? And I say we, I'm talking about my Gem and my Sag energies. So anyway, we got letting go of loyalty to things that do not serve you, acknowledging the gifts that you have, being appreciative. We have an opportunity coming up in the hidden energy. I don't know who is coming for. And then we got endings. So we are getting endings for new beginnings. And then we got star power. That's, the star power is saying that you're rising in stature in some way. Whatever your industry is, whatever whatever your industry is. Listen, you'll be somebody in the church and all of a sudden now you are the choir director. I don't know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Your work is speaking for itself. You're rising in popularity. You could be a influencer of some sort. You might not be. But whatever it is that you're doing, somebody of importance, somebody that you would want to see that is noticing your efforts. They're noticing what you're doing. And it's like, don't hide your gifts. Spirit saying step into the spotlight. And then we got wealth here. You are moving toward real wealth and prosperity. So that gives me maybe your shift in focus has changed. So being loyal to people that held you back will actually mask where you need to be. So, you know what I'm saying? You are get ready to fulfill some type of purpose that you didn't even know. You may not have known you had, or you may always have known and just wouldn't realize it, because people hold you back that don't want to see you flourish. They'll hold you back because they feel like they don't want you to leave them behind. I feel like somebody is stepping into this wealth. And let me show y'all again. They stepping into the wealth. So blessings for someone. Let's go to the Akashic records. Let's see what we got going on in the Akashic records. We got compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. So you are asked to give yourself compassion. Let me tell you something. Letting people go, getting these endings is not an easy thing. Letting go of attachments is not easy. So if I'm saying it like it's easy, it's not. It all depends on the connection, situation, what someone has done. But releasing connections can be very difficult. And Spirit says, be compassionate with yourself. Don't beat yourself up for what you feel like you must do. You know what I mean? It's okay. Tell me about gifts, Spirit. Tell me about gifts. Scattered energy. You have too much on your plate and have lost your focus. This is causing you to feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Prioritize your well being and create a new plan. So, and this is in the current energy. So, um, as you release energy, you might feel a little scattered. You know why? Because sometimes you are it's a push and pull back and forth between the energies. So sometimes you want to release something and it kind of pulls you back in. Then you like, oh no, I gotta let it go, and then it pulls you back in, and then you want to let it go some more, and it pulls you back in. So sometimes the energy, there's a push and pull that keeps you kind of stuck in a place you don't want to be. Um, and then you try to appease it. That scatters your energy. You gotta take something off your plate. You gotta release some of the burden and the stress. If you loyal to something that's not good for you, you gotta release what you've been loyal to, because it's holding you back, and or it's causing you to be all over the place. Because part of you knows you need to move forward and you need to have that ending, and the other part is just like, no, I gotta stay, I gotta stay, I gotta stay. It all depends on what you're dealing with. Uh oh. All right. Uh, that's too many cards. But we got be present. It says you're you're ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat in your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to you so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. So it's time to be present. Sometimes when we in our head, boy, let me tell you something. You are traveling in your head. You are in another space, another time, another dimension, but you're not where you're supposed to be in that body at that moment in time, because you over here when you need to be right here. Hello, I'm here. This person is here. This person, we all right here. And when you're not present, you living in the past or you living in the future. But 9 times out of 10, you don't understand. You're losing like the precious moments of the now. If you staying in the past, you definitely stuck. And if you staying in the future, that means you probably worried too much. Spirit said, let that go. Oh, what is going on tonight? Somebody need to take a chance. Somebody feel like they life all over the place. This is this scattered energy. These cards are dropped in groups twice. I'm not doing nothing special. Nothing big deal. No big deal. No different. All right, tell me more about this ending, Spirit. What's the endings in the challenging lesson? Because the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change. Rebirth. Somebody need to break free. You see the butterfly? Butterfly came out of the cocoon. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it is very necessary. If you're going to share your true self with others, be brave, be real, and be you. And trust that those who love you will always be there for you. So you got to know who you can trust, and you also got to learn how to trust yourself, to be honest, and you got to be there for yourself. And that means making commitments to yourself and sticking to yourself, right? It's kind of like, if you promise yourself, like I was talking about the weed and how it made me feel. My promise was I'm done. I don't need that. And I wasn't addicted. So for me, it wasn't that hard to make that decision. But what could have been hard is if I was pressured to do so. Like, I'll be honest, I think I was in later in my 20s and we went on our honeymoon. And another couple, they smoke all day long. And I was like, all right, I can engage because it's relaxing, but I'm not doing that during the day. Like, I'm not. So if I had a broke that commitment to myself, like that's a small thing, right? But if I had a broke that commitment to myself, I'd have been high and tired all day long. And I didn't want that. I was like, at least I know I can go to sleep when I'm done. hanging out or whatever. But ultimately I was on leisure. But if I breaking a commitment to myself would have been Monday through Friday when I know I got to go to work and I know how that makes me feel. I know I'll be sluggish. I probably would be late. That is breaking a commitment to myself. I didn't do that. And I feel like somebody has to break some type of addiction or some type of pattern or some type of cycle because it's here. It says the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change. And then it's breaking free. So there's a cycle somebody needs to break that might involve something that's hard, or maybe they get peer pressured. Because I know when I was on that honeymoon, I felt peer pressured. It was funny though. It was like, it's night now. I was like, okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. We got resolution. All right, so the likely outcome is a resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Okay, we got. I can't hold on to a card tonight. We definitely got our fresh start. Here it is, and that's clarifying star power. It's the bottom of the deck. Ooh, shame. Somebody walking shame. Say you've carried this burden, for far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action toward happiness. Well, somebody needs to release the shame so they can walk toward that wealth. It is time to let it go. If you hold on to shame because you feel like that's the end of your world, listen. You got a lot more life to live. If you stay stuck in shame, excuse me, it's like that's where you're sitting in that present. I'm sorry, in that past energy. Just stuck on what you did in the past and not what you could do in the future, or what happened to you in the past and not what you can do in the future. So it's not, you don't want to live in the past. You need to be present. Take that how it resonate. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. But yeah, Spirit is trying to tell you to release it. Whatever you ashamed of, go ahead and work through that. It's a burden. So there's something you need to do. Maybe apologize to someone. Try to make amends. If you can't do any of that, then you just gotta move on. You probably, if you have not done all you need to do those things you need to do. But you have to move on. You just do. All right, Spirit. Tell me more. Tell me about compassion, Spirit. Move lightly. What you're trying so hard to control is often what you most need to release. Listen, if you are a martyr, if you're somebody like I'm the only one that could do it. I'm the savior. I'm the answer. Spirit said, let that go and release it. When you stop attempting to hold everything in your hands, the universe will lay down a path that is more aligned with you. Let go of what isn't yours, and what is truly meant for you will flow your way. So you gotta move lightly. This is part of that releasing the grip of loyalty to things that don't serve you. Let it go. Let them go. Let the circumstances that are holding you back in your life go, and you will feel, when I tell you feel lighter, tell me more. Abundance awaits. Money is coming, y'all. The belief in your heart will determine the arrival of abundance. The universe's richness is already prepared for you. All you need to do is believe you are worthy of it and fully open your heart to receive. Breathe deeply, let go of fear, and welcome the endless abundance that is yours. All I hear is money, 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 money. I love that. I love that for you, collective. I'm just saying, like, wealth and abundance, we want that. You know why we need that in life? Because it helps you sleep better at night. It helps you feel secure. Your needs will be met. You won't starve. You won't suffer. You know what I mean? You'll have that stability beyond anything else is the blessing. Tell me more, spirit. And it says, jump in. The stars won't all line up for you. Stop waiting for all conditions to align perfectly. Try what you've been doubting and take a step with confidence. Sometimes actions precede perfection. The moment, this moment is when you need to jump in. Okay. So Spirit said, get to it. Get to it. Make the effort. Take the leap of faith. This is your fresh start. This is your full energy. Get to it. What's holding you back? The only thing holding you back is you. Tell me more, Spirit. That's the only thing holding you back is you. Redemption. Ooh. This says you're being called to offer redemption, but the universe reminds you not to abandon your ground out of sympathy. Redemption is about guiding others upward, not being consumed by their negativity. Redemption, y'all. Let me tell you, if you got somebody in your life that's, let's just say they're constantly in a victim mindset, and you're the one that's constantly cheering them on and telling them they can do it, they can do it, they can do it, and they're constantly telling you, no, I can't, no, I can't, no, I can't. Spirit is telling you not to abandon yourself in this person's woes. So, it's hard to, like I said, release attachments with people. It's not easy. But it's usually something you have to do because you have to release your attachment to their outcome, right? So that you can focus on yourself. And then if they resent you for it, or they're jealous, they're envious, or any of that, that's really not your fault nor your problem. And you have to learn how to pull back your energy and allow this person to step into their energy. But you cannot reside in somebody's negative space and stay there, right? It's okay to acknowledge it. It's okay to offer a little support. But don't stay in that negative space with somebody who's drowning because they choose to. And all they got to do is stand up. That's all they got to do is stand up. Tell me more, Spirit. It says duality. The universe reminds you that reason and emotions are two sides of the same coin. Don't solely rely on one balancing both, because both leads to clearer decision. Embrace the calm of reason while acknowledging the power of emotion. Let me tell you, I guess it's I have a lot of Cancerian energy, so that's a lot of water. That and Pisces in my chart. I know because of the way my placements are, I feel before I can even think it through, right? And you might be like that and sometimes. And then other times your logic kicks in and goes, the math is not mathing. Spirit said, either way, don't negate that feeling. Don't negate what Spirit is telling you, because there's also some duality and balance involved. Sometimes you got to use pure intellect, and sometimes you got to balance your emotions with your intellect. Sometimes you got to go with that knee-jerk reaction, that emotion. That's your intuition screaming at you, red flag, red flag. You may not know exactly what that red flag is called, but you know it's there. Trust your gut. Bottom of the deck, aim for higher. It says, in the current struggle, you may seek quick resolution, but rushing will complicate things. Let go of fixating on the outcome and choose a path of empathy and foresight to overcome the impasse and improve the relationship. Yes, sometimes people just want to apologize. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, can we move on now? And it don't work like that. And let me tell you why. Because usually the empath the impasse is broken trust. And you can't just apologize that away. That requires change and growth. That requires a different type of behavior over a sustained amount of time. That requires consistency, discipline, and respect. That requires to not lie anymore or disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, so if you find yourself in a situation with somebody and you feel like you can't get past it yet because they haven't reestablished trust with you. And then some people, like I said, and if you're on the opposite end of that, you cannot rush somebody into all of a sudden trusting you. Sometimes people let their guard down because they care and they do want to trust you. But ultimately, no, you cannot rush that. And some people they're not going to let you off the hook. Or you're not going to let somebody off the hook because that feeling is still there. The consistency is not there. So Spirit said, aim for higher. Stop fixating on the outcome. Listen, we talk about this a lot on this channel when it comes to apologies. Like, people have to understand, like, you cannot rush somebody into just believing anything you say anymore if you are the person who destroyed the connection. And vice versa. You should not feel rushed to forgive them and resume. Or don't rush because of that. Meaning, okay, they said they were sorry. Okay, we're going to be together. And we're going to... No, no, no. Because you're going to give somebody the key to... what's up, Bite? You're going to give somebody the key to come back in and do it all again. And maybe even worse. I thought that was Black Cherry. I was like, what is the piece for? But you know what I'm saying? No, that takes time. Like, I don't know. I feel like we live and we learn, right? If you have any situation, and this ending, what is this? Your endings talks about the cycle's over. 9 times out of 10, when you have some situation or a person that you care about, right, in your life, and you've gone through cycles with them, there will become a cycle if they keep doing what they're doing. If you rush, like this card says, every time to forgive so y'all can just move on, the cycle gets worse each time. The lies get worse, or the challenges get worse. Whatever the situation is, it doesn't improve because you want to hurry up and forgive. And they're more than likely going to rush you so that they can get you back into the same position that they had you. So don't rush that process. Deck. We neating this up, y'all. I'm not pulling out a lot of decks right now. We neating it up. Alright, so we get some new beginnings, okay? Alright, tell me more, Spirit. So tell me about move lightly and compassion. You are highly thought of. The bow. Can you see it? You are highly thought of. Ooh. So somebody's thinking about you. You on somebody's mind. They have you on either on a pedestal, or they just think of you in a good way. Remember what I said too, though. Um, at the very well, I'll say remember. So if you went back to the beginning, you'll see what I said. This reading almost became about obsession, because Spirit said obsession is not love. Like, you gotta learn how to. I forgot what the title was gonna be, but because I had to download earlier, but Spirit was. Some people are obsessed and they feel like it's love, but it's just a mental thing. And the reason why it's obsession is because they don't have to prove their love to you. They could just obsess about you. They could just think about you, watch you, care about you, but they don't have the emotional bravery to be with you. So you can be highly thought of in someone's mind. And a lot of times that's why these people, when we pull sometimes, or a lot of the times, they land on our table and we talking about the other person they used to be in your life because you're highly thought of. They may obsess about you, but then they don't feel like they have the emotional capacity to love you properly. So rather than be with you, they will just obsess over you, fantasize about you, you know what I'm saying, daydream about you, but they don't come forward and they don't take action with you. Tell me more, Spirit. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, and awareness and understanding. This is gonna bring in your as we would say, your money, your abundance. Your abundance awaits with your spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. The more you understand, the more recognition you will get, the more support from the universe you will get, the more opportunities open up because your focus will be on your abundance. But yeah, you still on somebody's mind rent free. Tell me more, Spirit. Beetle, good fortune. Listen, this is a really good reading as far as money is concerned. And you detaching from things that are holding you back, people that are holding you back. The more you detach, the more money coming. Don't forget your girl. I take Cash App, I take Zelle, I don't do Apple Pay yet. Anyway, hard work ahead. You got some. Listen, this is part of the redemption. Some of the hard work is them endings. That's part of the hard work. Releasing people, releasing situations. It's a challenge. What's this? Slowly but surely getting ahead. You gonna get there. Whatever you focus on, you become. Okay, so make sure your focus is positive, because whatever you focus on, you become. Excuse me. If your focus is on getting money and you got a balance, meaning your heart is lined up with it serving you your highest good, you can manifest it. But if you focus on money for the sake of material things, that lowers your vibration. You understand what I'm saying? Bottom of the neck. Announcement. Oh, okay. So somebody, why I'm getting matriculate. So maybe somebody's going to school. Anyway, as you graduate from whatever next level you're attempting, you'll be able to announce it. Something good is coming. Celebration is coming. There's something good to announce. Tell me more about this announcement, Spirit. One at a time. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Maybe you and your friend are doing something together. Maybe you have a business partner or a romantic partner. Maybe there's a wedding coming up. There's an announcement. Maybe there's... No. Well, maybe. This could be LGBTQ. I don't know. But y'all, somebody got... They got something to announce. And it's coming from two people of the same sex. Teapot. or you'll be announcing that to somebody of the same sex, like your brother, your sister. You know, take it how it resonate, or your bestie. You just gonna be like, look, I got something to tell you, bestie. Check this out. Tell me about the person that's highly thought of. Temptation will test you. Okay, so the person that's thinking about you, highly thinking about you, uh, they may tempt you with the same old okie doke. Don't fall for the banana tailpipe. Don't fall for the tricks. Tell me more, spirit. And that's past energy. Oh, so maybe they did already. A stubborn, aggressive person. This is part of your spiritual development and enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Understanding who this person is. Who is in your life that's stubborn and aggressive. And how to handle that person. Tell me more. This goes with that scattered energy, too. Tell me about the good fortune now, spirit. Where's that? Who's that impacting? Temporary problems. Okay. So your good fortune comes after temporary problems. So there's some challenges. You know, there's nothing that you get for free. There's always a sacrifice made. Every day you get up and you go to work or you go to school or you whatever, however you move through the day, you sacrifice every day. To eat is a sacrifice. People don't see that. To breathe air, sacrifice. Like your body, there's an exchange. There's always duality. There's always an exchange. There's always a light to understand the dark. There's always dark to understand the light. There's always an exchange. And so after the temporary problems, the only way it could feel like good fortune is to have a couple problems. You don't know it's bad until you, well, I'll put it this way. Once you get something good, you realize what was bad, and vice versa. Like you have to have a little bit of that to appreciate. That's why people who have entitlements have a hard time empathizing with those who don't. So you're gonna have some temporary problems, but that good fortune is gonna show its head, and you're gonna be great. Yup, some excitement that comes on hard work. Some of that excitement could be somebody pulling on your energy, though. I'm not gonna lie, because the endings. This was a hard card to deal with, a hard situation to deal with. Breaking free and redemption. It might be for some people. Breaking free might be dramatic. And people don't want to let go, so there may be some chaos and conflict that ensue. Okay, may not be the excitement you want, but it's the temporary problem you might have to deal with. Tell me more, spirit. That? Two cards. So we got beware greed, and we talked about that. If you're going for money, right, and you want to manifest, you manifest for stability, to thrive, to do well, yes. But if you manifest it for greed, you will not keep it long. Also, it says forces working against you. Somebody got to be careful. What I'm hearing is you cannot um, make announcements to everybody. So that close friend that you're talking to about your wealth and fortune, you have to be careful. They need to have what you have or be on the same path as you to really be able to share it with them. If they are not even vaguely on that path, they will have animosity, jealousy, evil eye, all those negative thought patterns, and that'll manifest to cause you some delay. So be careful who you share this to. They need to be on the same journey. And then we got bottom of the deck. Yeah, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Use your intuition. Know what you're doing. No, in the beginning of the reading, we talked about loyalty and the lack of loyalty, right? Or who you being loyal to. I'm getting chilly in this house. This temperature keep fluctuating, and I'm not ready to turn my heat on, y'all. I'm just not. Cause then I'll be hot and cold. I'll never know what the hell to do. Anyway, um, you have to use discernment when talking to your friends, talking to family, telling people your business or your goals and your dreams. If use, I guess you have to use discernment in that, was this person happy for me when I did accomplish this thing? Was this person supportive of me when I accomplished A or when I accomplished B? I remember when I accomplished C, no one really, or that person didn't really, you know what I mean? You got to use discernment. You can't keep bragging to the same people, telling them how good you're going to do or how good you're doing, and then they sitting back waiting for you to fail. Some things you got to keep to yourself and mind your business. There's a stubborn and aggressive person here. There might be somebody trying to undermine you. You got to be careful with who you share what you're dealing with. Like, you gonna have new beginnings. Wealth is here, money is here, but spirit also said forces working against you. And basically beware greed. So don't be walking around here thinking that you just got money or you got some type of status and that everybody is going to be happy go lucky about that. No ham, no. No turkey, y'all. I can't even think of it. No ham, no whatever. It's coming to mind, but it ain't. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell everybody everything. And you can't tell people who don't have what you have or not aspiring to have what you have or working with you everything that you got going on. Because forces working against you, that means somebody's going to, like, if you're in the same industry as somebody, but they might be or could potentially be a competitor, why would you tell them what your next move is? You shouldn't. Use discernment. Use common sense. It ain't easy to have common sense, but you gotta muster some up. All right. What are we gonna end this with? Whew. I'm about to get. Well, I gotta do something on the computer. Then I'm gonna get cozy, set my alarm, get my behind up. I got a long day tomorrow. Or a long early day. All right, Spirit. Ooh, can't show my goodies. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. It says, wishes fulfilled. Ooh, your wishes may have been germinating. They're deeply planted in the soil of love of the loving universe, and fulfillment is here or just around the corner. But faith is required. When we put ourselves out there, it's easy to get deflated if what we want doesn't materialize right away. Have confidence. You are more than capable of manifesting your deepest desires. It's all happening, dear one. What's that other card? Yeah, a lot of this reading is about your confidence and having that and aligning your confidence and believing in yourself, right? Your self-worth. There are forces against you, meaning there may be people in your life that don't believe you're going to be what it is you promise yourself to be. Maybe because you're telling too much. But there are people that are working against others, okay? And Spirit saying you can have your wishes fulfilled, but you cannot let somebody else's self-doubt or whatever your inherited doubts creep in. You're going to have to work on that stuff. Work on that stuff. And Spirit said have compassion for yourself. Saying don't be a harsh critic to yourself. You know, we get our inner critic, from our parents. The way we perceive what they say to us, it will create that inner critic. Make us feel like that maybe they're right. Maybe I won't be this. Maybe I won't be that. You know, one thing is funny to me. And I wonder how the younger generation feels, but it's funny how African people are very critical of their kids, but they surmount that. You know, not like African American, but African, and not just Africans, not just Africans. Their parents insult the hell out of them. Jamaicans too. They will insult you, insult you, insult you, but then people grow and become something magnificent. I don't know how to explain that, but they will tear you down. But the thing is, sometimes that gets internalized and we become our worst critic, telling ourselves things that aren't even true, allowing anxiety to take over. And if that's the case, go get some therapy for that to learn how to turn anxiety down, because you don't deserve to sit there and take on somebody else's projection. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more, spirit. Tell the truth. They say tell the truth, shame the devil, right? Communi- Communicate with integrity. You may need to level with someone. This person could even be you. Are you saying you're fine when you don't mean it? Are you swallowing your needs because you don't want to rock the boat? When we hide the truth, it eventually comes out in destructive ways. Act with integrity and say what's on your mind. While honesty may lead to short-term discomfort, your long-term peace and happiness are worth it. Let me tell you something. You might get mad at me for being honest with you, especially when I do them personal readings. But I'm going to tell you the truth. And you don't have to like it. But my integrity will not let me lie to you and coddle you. I just can't do it. What's up? Late to the party. Hey, prosperity to you as well. I hope you caught some of it, because we got wealth on the way, boo-boo. We got wealth. It's coming, Lottie. Let's get this money. Tell me more, spirit. You did it. It says, hooray. Success is here or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can't be at the top of our game 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are at this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again. All right, tell me more, spirit. Nourish yourself. Have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break the pattern today. Show your cells that you care by choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make a green juice, and toast to your longevity. Cheers. That might be a challenge for somebody. Might have some health issues or poor eating habits. Time to change that. It says, offer your love. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? A gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies, roses. Now I'm saying, let this person know that you're thinking of them or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. Somebody needs some loving. Just give it freely, without expectation. You'll get it back. Bottom of the deck, share your gifts. And gift is here already. It says your creativity positively impacts the world. It's right with beauty and innovation. Everyone benefits from your art, especially you. Get to know your talented inner muse. Nurture your vision. Your unique gifts are meant to be shared. So nurture your gifts. Okay? Work on yourself. Work on your confidence, your self-worth, all of that. It's time to take a leap of faith. You got new beginnings coming. You got money, wealth, and abundance coming. But Spirit said you're going to be as wealthy as you believe you will. Keep that in mind. you will be as wealthy as you believe you will. So if you don't believe you deserve it or that you can do it, it will delay it. So it's more about it's a more this is more about canceling out that inner critic so that you can manifest and thrive. That's what I feel. Whew. Take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. Anybody got anything to contribute or add before we go? And then I'll be back on Sunday to do live donation readings. Um, yeah, we're gonna do live donation, maybe not donation readings. We'll see. I don't know how. Depend on how I feel. What y'all got planned this weekend? What y'all got planned? It looks so, I know it feels so good. I can't wait to finish making my blanket. I haven't had time. I gotta finish the first color. I just keep putting it down, doing 50 billion other things, but I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. I'm good. I am. I got a lot to, you know how you got a lot to do, but when you've done it so many times, it come together. I feel like tomorrow will come together. I probably should do a checklist though, to be honest with you. I don't want to forget nothing. Yeah, I think I might do that before I close my eyes. Ooh, you gonna pick some what kind of herbs you got? Oh man, so we got people learning, picking herbs, looking at walls. Y'all funny. I know you could be knitting while you ain't gonna just be looking at no walls. You can be knitting and stuff. Um, yeah, I have to greet so many people tomorrow, so that's gonna deplete me. Basil, thyme, and cilantro. Ooh, I wish you could have sent me some. um, yeah, I need an assistant. My old eyes is getting to the point where I don't know if I want to put my glasses on or take them off. I need an assistant. I'm tired of looking at screens. I actually bought some headphones tonight that I can just put on and relax and listen to what I want to relax and listen to. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you got mint and spinach. So you know, what kind of critters you got? Because let me tell you something. Possum. What we got? Possum. Not beaver. What the hell is them things? Groundhogs. Deer. Cats. Um, field mice, but I don't really see them that often. I just see evidence of them. Um, squirrels. Yeah. Oh, that book. Yes. I meant to order that, but then I had to order my electronic stuff. I almost sent them daggone headphones back when I found the jack that worked. But none of the jacks do what I need them to do, which is power and and talk. You can hear or you could talk, but you can't do both. Ain't that some shit? And then you can't power up. They really did us dirty when they took that phone jack away. Cause I'm tired of this Bluetooth stuff, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of that. Ooh, you got rabbits and squirrels. And we got rabbits, but I haven't seen them in my yard. I just seen them in the area. We also got coyotes around here, they told me. But I haven't seen them. personally. I don't want to. Oh, raccoons. We got a little, couple little black cats that we feed outside every now if they come close enough because I don't want to feed everybody else, meaning the other critters. Um, Black and white. We got little orange cats. We got a bunch of cats around here. But I will feed them on occasion because they keep rodents away. And we don't want nothing getting comfortable. Mm-mm. Okay. So do they stay? You got the garden secured, or do they just stay away? I need to know what the formula is because they're a little too comfortable in my backyard, and I have not gardened in the last 2, maybe 3 years. I just gave up. I'm tired of fighting. The damn groundhog coming eating all my shit. Skunks, yeah, we got them too, but they don't come around as often. But yeah, we got them in pots. Yeah, I really want a greenhouse. I gotta change it all up. Greenhouse costs money though, cause what I want is I seen it. I feel like it's about, I want to say it's close to 2 grand. What I wanted. I don't know if I'll find that again. Listen, them deer be scaring the hell out of me. Not because I'm scared of deer, but they so silent. And then you look up, they right there looking at you, looking at them. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing over here? And they like, what you doing over here? All in my backyard. Yes, the greenhouse. It is the dream. Oh man, I want to build one so badly. Um. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not playing that video. I did forget that. Not forget. I was too busy to do the timestamp for y'all. Y'all like the deer? Them deer get on my nerves. Why y'all like the deer? I can't stand the deer. You know why? Oh, you want to eat it? Now that's different. I have had deer when I was a kid. Didn't taste no different than burgers, regular burger to me. I don't know what it would taste like to me now. But I'm tired of the daggone roadkill. And then one of them ran into my car. They stupid. And you know what I noticed they do? They wait till you get up on them and then they take the chance. Like, how come in evolution they have not grown to the point where they understand a car means death, right? You didn't see Gerald cross the road and get smashed? Girl, and you know what? Black Cherry, I don't know why his name came to my mind. That's a deer, but you know what I'm saying? Like Ralph, did you see your cousin over there, Gerald, cross the road and become roadkill? Like, why would you wait for the car to come and then you run into it? The fuck are y'all doing? They over there in Japan bowing and getting food. They over there, and then you give them a snack. Over here, they just running in the cars, getting hit. They can't keep the group together. They be doing too much. They don't even make no damn sense. Like, come on, Mary. How you gonna get the kids over to across the street? Why wait till the cars come? And then you got a whole field. Why are you on the edge of the road? Why didn't you evolve? What happened? We didn't even, I could see if Big Pharma was giving them all kinds of shots and it did something to them. Naturally, they can't evolve. Like, what happened? I don't know, y'all. I don't even know. I don't like the damn deer. They make me mad. They make me mad. They don't even be drinking no water, y'all. Where they be drinking water at around here? Well, at least around here. They don't even be drinking no water. Them suckers just get water from the damn grass around here. You ain't even know lakes and streams I seen them going to. Well, there might be something I don't know about, but all I know is they annoy the fuck out of me in the road, and I got to constantly be on alert around my house. Not even at well, I do live near a big park, but it's so annoying. Okay, where's my dad? So annoying. Like, come on. Like, I just want to make it home without you crashing into me. You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do? So, yeah, I hope to be back Sunday with no problems and no delays. That's the goal. It's always the goal, right? Um, and what else? What we got new coming up, Black Cherry? Anything? Bubba chased it off. I want to know how hunters know if they sick or not before we decide we gonna eat them. How do they know that, y'all? It's just things that come to my mind. Like, I always wonder, like, how do you know the roadkill is healthy to just, you know, how you know to eat it? How you know the meat is all right? Hmm. How do they know? I remember watching this show where this family um would just they would eat roadkill, but they would make sure they would poke it a certain way to make sure that it was actually fresh. The most disgusting people, it could just because they didn't want to go to the store. Not that they didn't have it, just because they didn't want to go to the store and get meat. Nasty. All right, so I'm just rambling right now. I ain't gonna keep you. I ain't gonna hold you. Ah, I had a good time with y'all tonight. I like the energy. I feel like it was positive. You know, oh, Lati, I got my deck. If I didn't tell you, the the Cosmic Record deck, I got that. I like it. I think I like Akashic a little bit more, but I kind of like the mix because, like you were saying, they go well together. Well, they were created together, but I mean, the same people. But yeah, they really do go well together. I like it a lot. I do. I like it a lot. Okay, so I was looking at. Okay, I was looking at it. Gross. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't do shit like that. They do. There's another one of this one too. Money Moves Oracle. Um, but you know they make it a challenge to find the author. It says manufacturer Sis Huey or whatever. I don't know what that even means. But I think I found that by chance. I found the Akashic by chance. To be honest with you. And then Tangle Love looking for the Cosmic Record. Like they just pop up random in me. I'm like, oh, what is that? I want that one. And then I buy it when I can. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming, beloveds. I appreciate you. I'm going to keep y'all, like, you know, keep y'all in my heart and mind. Oh, and congratulations to Black Cherry. She has a new cousin, was born same day as Isabel's uh, niece, I believe. So congratulations to the baby and the parents. Hope everything, you know, the mom is and the baby heal up and do well and all that good stuff. Nighty night, y'all. And I will talk to y'all Sunday. And if I come on tomorrow, I might, you know, surprise you. I don't know. But night night. Peace.